Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Sheila goes evil as Taylor steals. Deacon, The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B spoilers, hint that Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, may go evil again as Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, steals Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan. Sheila could revert to some dangerous behavior and let a familiar rivalry erupt. So let's talk about what's in store. During the week of September 22-26, Deacon will unleash his fury over Sheila knowing Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, survived and never spilling anything about it. The fact that Sheila would sit on a secret so huge won't go over well with Deacon at all. To make matters worse, Sheila was in the loop on Luna pouncing on Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, in the bedroom. Deacon tried to make sure drunk Will would stay safe that night, so Sheila's cover-up will ultimately be another blow to their marriage. It won't be long until Deacon is banging on Taylor's door in desperate need of counseling. Despite Taylor's attempt to find Deacon a new therapist, he'll presumably insist on opening up to her instead. Of course, we can all see where this is going, especially since B&B spoilers indicate that Taylor's about to head in a fresh romantic direction. Deacon appears to be Taylor's new love interest, so you can bet Sheila will go off the rails again as a result. Deacon has been a stable presence in Sheila's life and just might be the only thing stopping her from embracing her sinister nature. It's clear that Deacon's tried to see the good in Sheila, but her latest actions will make that more difficult. Sheila's villainous tendencies have already been starting to creep back in lately, like when she admitted that Luna's twisted scheme was impressive. We're starting to see a shift in Sheila, but she may revert to baddie mode even more if she loses Deacon to Taylor of all people. What happens once sparks inevitably fly between Taylor and Deacon. Will Sheila reignite her feud with Taylor and maybe even make her a fatal target? If there's one thing longtime Bold and the Beautiful fans know, it's that Sheila Carter never truly changes. No matter how many times she claims to be reformed, there's always a darker, more sinister part of her waiting to break free. And as the drama heats up in Los Angeles, whispers suggest that Sheila may soon unleash her darkest side yet, especially when she begins to suspect that her future with Deacon Sharp could be slipping through her fingers. But who could drive her over the edge this time? None other than Taylor Hayes, a woman Sheila has clashed with before, and one who may find herself in dangerously close quarters with Deacon. Sheila's fragile grip on Deacon for months. Sheila has lived in what feels like a miracle. She escaped prison, survived her estranged son Finn's wrath, and somehow convinced Deacon to give her love another chance. Against all odds, Deacon defended her, risked his freedom, and welcomed her back into his world. He even managed to get Hope and Brooke to stop treating her as if she were the monster under their bed. But all of Sheila's dreams rest on one shaky foundation: Deacon's loyalty. Deacon's a man with a big heart and a complicated past. He believes people can change because he's been given second chances himself. But deep down, everyone knows Deacon still craves respect and belonging. Two things Sheila can't offer. He's tied to a woman who is hated by nearly everyone he cares about. That makes him vulnerable, especially when a kind, understanding woman like Taylor steps into the picture. Taylor's search for stability. Taylor Hayes has been through her share of heartbreak. Ridge has once again broken her heart, this time by running back to Brooke. Steffi and Thomas keep her busy with family drama, but she doesn't have a partner of her own to lean on. Taylor has always been drawn to complex men, whether it was Ridge, Thorne, or even the complicated history she shared with Rick and others. Could Deacon, with his own tarnished past, start to look appealing in her eyes? Some fans might say it's far-fetched, but consider this. Taylor and Deacon share something Sheila never will. They both know what it's like to make mistakes and claw their way back to redemption. Taylor has her history of mental health struggles, including the time she shot Bill Spencer, while Deacon has a rap sheet as long as Sheila's. But unlike Sheila, Taylor is accepted by her family and community. If Deacon spent more time with Taylor, he might see a version of his future that doesn't involve fighting the world. Sheila's paranoia creeps. And this is where Sheila's darkness could take center stage. Imagine Sheila catching wind of a simple, innocent moment. Maybe Taylor visiting Il Giardino to talk to Deacon about Hope, or offering him a shoulder when he feels rejected by Brooke and Ridge's circle. Sheila would immediately twist this in her mind, convinced Taylor is trying to steal her man. Paranoia has always been Sheila's greatest weakness. Her obsession with keeping what she believes is hers has fueled decades of destruction. With Deacon being her last chance at stability, she would feel cornered and betrayed. Emotions that always trigger her evil instincts. Deacon torn. Between two worlds, Deacon's storyline could explode with tension if Taylor began to occupy more of his time. On one side, there's Sheila, the woman who saved him from loneliness but drags him down in the eyes of everyone else. On the other side, there's Taylor, a woman respected, kind, and offering him the type of life Sheila can't give. Deacon has always wanted Hope to accept him fully, and he knows that won't happen with Sheila by his side. If Taylor enters the picture, even just as a friend, it could highlight the difference between living in chaos with Sheila versus building something solid with someone else. That realization might be enough to push Sheila into panic mode. Taylor versus Sheila. Round 2 longtime viewers will remember that Sheila once shot Taylor and left her for dead during one of her reigns of terror. Though Taylor survived, the history between them is laced with blood and betrayal. If Sheila thinks Taylor is making a play for Deacon, she won't hesitate to bring back her old tricks. This could lead to a dangerous game of psychological warfare. Sheila might befriend Taylor at first, pretending to be supportive while secretly plotting against her. Or she could launch straight into threats, warning Taylor to stay away from Deacon. Either way, the stage would be set for a rivalry that blends past grudges with present jealousies. The ripple effect. Across Los Angeles, the fallout from this triangle wouldn't be contained to Sheila. Deacon and Taylor. Steffi would certainly step in to protect her mother, and Finn would have no patience for Sheila targeting Taylor again. Hope might side with Taylor, seeing her as a healthier influence on Deacon, while Brooke would relish the chance to say, "I told you so," to Deacon about Sheila's instability. Ridge, of course, would be torn between his guilt over hurting Taylor and his desire to shield Brooke from Sheila's chaos. This type of storyline could ripple across the canvas, forcing nearly every major character to take sides. That's the beauty of a Sheila storyline. Once she turns dark, no one is safe from her reach. Sheila's ultimate meltdown. What happens if Sheila believes she's losing Deacon for good? Fans know the answer. She doesn't walk away quietly. If Taylor and Deacon grow closer, Sheila might resort to violence or blackmail. She could set Taylor up for a crime, stalk her, or even try to remove her from the equation permanently. And here's the twist. Sheila might not realize that her own actions are what push Deacon away. The more desperate she becomes, the more Deacon could see the truth. Sheila hasn't changed, and she never will. Could Taylor and Deacon really happen? Whether or not the writers actually pair Taylor and Deacon, the possibility alone is enough to spark fireworks. Even a short-lived connection could throw Sheila off balance and remind the audience why she's still the ultimate soap villain. Imagine the final scene of a Friday cliffhanger. Sheila lurking outside, watching through the window as Taylor gently touches Deacon's hand. The camera zooms in on Sheila's face, twisted with fury as she whispers to herself, "Over my dead body." That's the Sheila Carter fans love to hate. The woman who will burn down everything rather than lose. Final thoughts, Bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Sheila's fragile relationship with Deacon could be tested in shocking ways. If Taylor becomes even a perceived threat, Sheila's evil side will come roaring back, unleashing a storm that could endanger everyone in her path. Whether Deacon resists temptation or not, Sheila's paranoia and possessiveness may be enough to spark a new reign of terror in Los Angeles. One thing is certain. When Sheila Carter feels threatened, nobody is safe. And if Taylor dares to steal Deacon, fans better buckle up for a showdown years in the making.